Hello, my name is River Lotus, and I will be demonstrating Utthita Trikonasana, or triangle pose, for my exam 2 portion. Thank you. We start by standing in Tadasana. Go ahead and you can hop your feet out about 3.5 to 4 feet apart. If hopping or jumping is too difficult on the spine or the knees, or just isn't comfortable for you or a practitioner, you can step your feet out. Just make sure they are at least 3.5 to, or between 3.5 and 4 feet apart. Tucking that tailbone in and engaging those legs. Raise your arms and extend them out to the side. Your palms are up. I have very long arms, so they're hard to be in the frame. Extending your arms out with your palms up. We're going to start on the right side. So we're going to turn our toes in slightly, and then turn that right foot out. But beware of the hips. We want to keep our hips forward, that tail tucked in, and our legs engaged. We're going to rotate that upper thigh out, so that knee is rotated so that it's above that ankle joint. It's facing that same direction. Having those hips forward, those palms out, rolling those shoulders down and back, raising that right arm, taking that left arm to your hip or to the back. I'm going to keep mine on my hip, extending, keeping those legs engaged, extending that arm out through the middle finger. You're going to slowly start bending over that right leg. We're not bending our shoulders or our back, you're bending at the hips, keeping that left shoulder down and back, slowly bending yourself down, bending that arm, bending that hip, and bringing yourself down. You can place your hand on your shin, down and back, trying to reach the floor, keeping that shoulder back. If this is as far as you can go, you can keep your hand on your ankle. If you have a block, you can place your hand on the block behind you, keeping that shoulder back. Now extending that left arm, stacking those shoulders to keep our joints safe. And you can bring your gaze up over your fingertips. Now, if you have a heart condition, please make sure to do this posture against a wall. If you have high blood pressure, make sure you face down in this position. If you have a neck problem, or if this is difficult for your neck to look up, you can maintain a forward gaze. Making sure that shoulder is back. Engaging that thigh. Breathing here for a few breaths. Making sure everything remains engaged. You may also modify by keeping that left arm back. You can twist it, move my shirt here, and rest it on the top of that right leg if you would like. This posture, Trikonasana, is a very good standing asana. It activates your core or your center and helps with balance. To come out, bring your arm up, slowly bringing yourself up. And you can bend that right leg and turning your feet to face forward, rolling those shoulders back, making sure both sets of toes are curved in a little bit. Now we're going to bring awareness over to that left leg, twisting that out to the side, and then be aware of our hips. bringing those hips to face forward. Looking down at your alignment, making sure our heels are in alignment with each other, that front left heel, that back right heel. Back right toes are slightly angled forward. And let's be aware of that back hip. We aren't jutting our hip out. Our hips stay centered. Engage those thighs and calves. Engage the front leg. Roll those shoulders down and back. Extending your arms out to the side, keeping those shoulders back, keeping that body engaged. And leaning forward, bringing that right hand to your hip, and slowly bending forward, bringing that arm down, that left arm down, keeping that shoulder back. We're not bending forward this way, keeping that shoulder back, extending that hand down. You can place it on your shin. You can turn a block on its side, place your palm here. Again, remember, if you do have a heart condition, be doing this position against a wall. Releasing yourself down to the mat. You can have tented fingers, keeping that shoulder back. And if you have high blood pressure, again, facing down towards the mat. If you have an ache in your neck, facing forward, extending that right arm up to the sky, extending your gaze over that middle finger, and finding your breath here. Keeping those shoulders back, keeping that thigh engaged, twisting outward, keeping that back leg engaged. This posture also lengthens the spine. It is good for digestion. It improves your digestion. It helps you find that center in your body. It's a very engaging posture. Engaging your legs and arms, that core, keeping that belly button tucked in, being mindful of that breath. You can also twist that arm down to the back if you need. Coming out of that pose, bending that left knee, coming up, turning those legs. Bringing your hands to heart center, and you can heel toe your feet in. Thank you for taking the time with me, for me to share with you Uttara Trikonasana, a standing asana, triangle pose. It helps activate your center, helps with balance. It lengthens the spine, helps with posture. Can improve digestion. The modifications were, if you have a neck condition, you can look forward at the end of the posture. If you have high blood pressure, we look down towards the ground. And if you have a heart condition, perform the posture against a wall. And also you can, instead of extending your arm up, you can have it twisted around your back. Thank you again. Namaste. River Lotus is my name, and I'm grateful for the time you've taken to watch my video, and thank you.